We bring in our panel to preview all these earnings that we will get from many of the retailers in focus. Joining me here on set, Tsvetta Kaleynska, consulting founder and CEO of RILA Global, and Charlie O'Shea from O'Shea Advisors is also with us. So I'll start with you, Tsvetta. What do you think are the themes here? And by the way, folks, we're talking Target, Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, TJX, ROST stores, Buckle, just to name a few. Are you seeing certain trends, Tsvetta?
So good to be here. Thank you so much. Yes, I do see very specific trends since last quarter, and those are really focused on several things. Tariffs, AI, labor shortages, and AI penetration into the workforce. What I've noticed since last earnings is how consumers have actually responded to all those key trends, because that's what I do. I analyze consumers, consumer behavior online, and what they think of those retailers. And what we see is that actually the biggest and most popular theme that has emerged since last quarter is the fear actually of consumers and AI. So how is AI penetrating into their day-to-day, and also what's going to happen to those retailers? So how will they target and how will they respond to the consumer desire for product, for basically availability of those products in stores, and what they'll be able to purchase faster and at a more competitive price than another retailer.
And look, if someone is afraid of losing their job to AI, they may not necessarily go to a store and spend everything they have because they're worried. Charlie, do you have certain names that you think are doing better than others, and why?
Yeah, I think, thanks for having me, Nicole. It starts with Walmart. Walmart sets the tone. Walmart is the pulse of the U.S. consumer across categories. It's the largest grocery store by 2x over anybody else. It's got the best, the best distribution network in retail, the best brick and mortar online presence in retail. So you have to start with Walmart, and everything else kind of feeds off that. One of the things I was trying to figure out is how much share will Walmart gain this quarter, and in which categories, and then who's going to get hit. And I think that's the kind of the analysis, and that's going to be the devil in the details as everybody else reports. Some of the other ones that do well, the off-price guys you mentioned, TJX and ROST, they're immune to anything. I mean, they've done well through any cycle, through any economic disaster or benefit. The home improvement guys you have to pay attention to, a window to the soul of how the consumer is feeling about housing. Are people going to spend to upgrade their homes because they don't want to move because mortgage rates are still high? What's going to happen there? So there's a whole litany of things that I'm going to focus on here, but Walmart would be top of mind.
And what do you think about Walmart? You talked about some of the trend to product systems, social media, things like that. Could that help Walmart?
Oh, I love talking about Walmart. I think that's probably one of the best retailers to cover for several reasons. The first one is, yeah, absolutely. I think Walmart is definitely at top of mind when it comes to retail earnings and retail earnings potential. Over the course of the last year and a half, they've really been laser focused on technology, AI implementation, and being not reactive, but more proactive and predictive. So they are implementing predictive analytics into every part of the customer journey, from shopping to also media targeting. So as our panelist just said, they are definitely one retailer to watch, and that is also because of their acquisition that they did for $2.3 billion just about a year and a half ago, Vizio TV. So just in the last 2 months, Walmart actually came out with an announcement of product updates, which is that Vizio TV will now also be, they're working on serving the same products that you see on the ad. They're working on serving them as real products. So basically within your remote, you have the potential as a customer to purchase the same product. So I do agree, absolutely. Walmart is not only one to watch, they are probably going to lead the way when it comes to AI, predictive analytics, and actually really entering the TV ad streaming space.
Yeah, I mean, Walmart has been a clear winner. It's up over 46% in 1 year. You're watching some of the other names here, Charlie. You talked about, for example, Target regaining some of the lost traction. Is that possible? Mm-hmm. Because Target was a darling, and then TJX started to move ahead. Does Target still have a game here?
Oh, yeah, Target's got a lot of mojo here, Nicole. I wouldn't bet against Brian Cornell. I've covered the company for 25 plus years now. And I can remember when he came in, this thing was sideways. You had the problems in Canada. You had a data breach that killed them for a holiday season. He came in, cleaned house, refocused the food business. I know there's a lot of angst out there. I've seen some reports that Target needs to sell itself. I think that's ridiculous. I think this company's got a tremendous franchise. It's hit some bumps in the road, but I think expectations need to be managed here. The company went to 100 billion in revenue during COVID, and that just was not sustainable. And the revenues have nowhere to go but down. I think they've had some blips with some political issues that have kind of worked around the edges in my mind, but I wouldn't bet against these guys. These guys remind me a lot of Best Buy 10 years ago when, the world thought they were going to die as well. I think Target's got a lot of legs. May not be this quarter, but over time, I would not bet against these guys.
Yeah, we have about 20 seconds. Just a thought on Amazon. You have a lot here on Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon, again, they are strong. They have retail, wholesale, online sales, TV ad sales, measuring. So again, what I'd like to see from Amazon in the upcoming quarter and also basically end of the year is how will they perform stock-wise when it comes to AI implementation, because they're really now entering neck to neck and head to head with Walmart. Okay. So that's where I'd like to see what happens next.
It's great to see you both, Tsvetta Kaleynska and also Charlie O'Shea. Thank you both for being with us. A good look at all these retail names. Shop till you drop, right?